walking at the edge of the forest, and you hear a cry for help. And you listen very carefully, and you start to walk into the forest towards the cry. You're carrying your bow and your arrows. And you're walking deeper and deeper into the forest, and you hear the cry again, a cry of anguish, a cry for help. And you want to help. So you walk deeper and deeper into the forest until you stop and you look ahead, and there is a great clearing in the forest. And at the far end of the clearing, you see a bush. And in the middle of the bush, you see a snake. A huge snake. And the snake looks at you and says, "Nikias, my brother, help me." You faint. You wake up. The snake is looking at you, and the snake says, "Help me. Please help me. I'm caught in this bush. I cannot free myself. If you free me, I will give you anything." And you faint again. And now you wake up and you walk towards the snake. You will help the snake. And you come up to the bush, and the snake says, "I will give you anything if you help me. I got caught. I can't free myself. Please help me." "Yes, I will help you," you say. And you reach out and you begin to pull the coils of the snake from the branches of the bush. And you free the snake coil by coil. And now the snake is free. And you stand there. And the snake coils itself up again. And before you can run away, the snake lunges towards you and opens its fangs and sinks its fangs into your shoulder and begins to wrap itself around you, and now you are dying. And you call for help. You call for help, for the snake has betrayed you and the snake is killing you, and you call for help in the middle of the forest. And a little red fox comes trotting into the clearing. And the little red fox looks at you and looks at the snake and says, "What's going on?" And you say, "I freed the snake and it promised to give me anything, but instead it attacked me and is killing me." And the little red fox says, "Is this true?" The snake pulls its fangs out of your shoulder and says, "It is true. I was caught in that bush and I couldn't free myself, and this foolish, foolish hunter freed me, and now I will devour him." And the little fox said, "That can't be true. How could that be true? A big snake like you in a little bush like that? I don't believe it." And the snake said, "It's true, and I can prove that it's true. Watch me." And the snake unwraps itself from you and slithers across the ground towards the bush and says, "Are you watching?" And the fox says, "Yes, I'm watching." And the snake goes into the bush and into the bush and around the bush and into the bush and back and forth, and finally says, "Now do you believe me?" And the fox says, "Can you move?" "No." "All right, I believe you." "Good. Now free me so I can eat that stupid hunter." But the little fox says, "No, I won't. You caught yourself again, and there you will die." And there's the snake, and there you are free, and you say to the fox, "Thank you for saving my life. You saved the life of a human being. I would like to give you something to thank you for saving my life." And the fox said, I don't need anything. I'm a fox. I'm glad you're alive. I didn't like the snake anyway." The fox turns to leave, and you say, "No. I must give you something as a reward for saving my life. Name anything you want, and it will be yours." And the little fox said, "Well, I don't need anything from you. You're a human being. But maybe in the middle of winter, when I am very cold and hungry and my children have nothing to eat, I will come to you for a little bit of food." Then you say, "That is a small price for saving the life of a human being." And you go your way to the village, the fox into the forest, and now the years pass, and the years pass, and the years pass. and it is a cold blizzard, a cold winter day, and a heavy snowfall. And your little boy comes running in and says, "There's a fox stealing meat from the meat rack outside." You pick up your bow and arrow. You open the door of your cabin. You look, and there in the blowing snow, at the far end of the cabin, at the meat rack where you store your family's meat, you see a thin little fox tugging at a piece of frozen meat. And you put the arrow to the bow, and you aim through the snow. And you shoot, and you hit the fox. And you walk across the snow. You bend down and you pull that arrow out. And as you do, the fox looks up at you and says, "Don't you remember?" Thanks for listening out. That story was told to me by Basil Johnston, an Ojibwe storyteller, and he gave me permission to tell it, and now it's your story. Please tell it to someone else. I'm sorry it's not a happier story. Thank you for listening.